Hi there and welcome to 140th live tech Q&A session where I will be answering some of your tech related questions. And this live Q&A is powered by Lenovo Vibe. And to post your questions, you have to actually post them via Twitter using the hashtag that is known as askgeekyranjit. And if you are not following me on Twitter, it's a good idea to follow me on Twitter. And also you can if you're not subscribed, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I can already see quite a few questions. So let's start taking them up, and I'll just check the audio, guys, to make sure if it's working fine. Yeah, it's working fine now. The first question I got is from Ravi Teja. He is asking a very peculiar question. I get this a lot. Good smartphone under 20,000 rupees. He says not interested in Samsung and Moto G4 Plus phones. Please suggest me a phone. I would say you can have a look at the Lenovo Vibe X3. Still, it's a good phone having a Snapdragon 808 chipset. It sells for what? 20,000. The only con is that the camera is not stellar. So that would be my pick. Let's quickly move to other questions. This is again, let me just show the questions. This is by Arvind. He's asking, does the absence of compass sensor in Moto G4 Plus affects apps such as Ola, etc.? It won't affect apps like Ola or Uber when you just are calling a taxi or something because it's okay. It'll use the GPS and track it. The problem is when you are actually using it for navigation. And I've found that if the compass sensor is missing, especially under flyovers and stuff, when you take immediate turns, it won't affect on the phone. So if you're not used to that area, it can be really distracting. Hence, I personally feel if you're new to an area and you're relying on GPS, the device should have a compass sensor. I hope that helps. This is by Rajshri. He is asking, is it possible to install the OS on an SSD drive and other programs on a different hard drive? This is a computer related question. Rajshri, yes, that's actually the ideal way to go about it. And in fact, on my custom i7 computer that's running Windows, I have done that. The main OS is on the SSD and the program files and other stuff are on a regular hard drive. That way, the OS boots up very quickly and I can open the apps very fast. But the other miscellaneous files that are required, like the media files, MP3 files, or other stuff that I work with, are on the normal hard drive. So definitely you can do that. Some of you are asking me about the Moto G4 Plus update after is it still heats? Aditya, to be frank, I did not get the update on the Moto G4 Plus. It's just like that. The Moto G4 regular one does heat up a little bit less compared to the G4 Plus. That's what I have noticed. And in fact, I did the gaming review also with the Moto G4 regular one. It heated up a lot less compared to the G4 Plus. Let's move. And once again, guys. Okay, again, a lot of Motorola related questions today. That's surprising. This is by Nani. He's asking, still Moto X style, is it a good phone, and which is having better camera, Moto X style or the Moto G4 Plus? I actually don't have the Moto X style with me, so I can't do a camera comparison to make sure which is better. In fact, the Moto X style also had a very good camera, so you won't be disappointed. And if you had the choice between the two, I would pick the Moto X style over the Moto G4 Plus. But again, even the Moto X style with heavy gaming tends to heat up. But again, between the two, I would pick definitely the Moto X style over the Moto G4 Plus. Let's move. Let me just... Okay, this is an interesting question. This is by Shivram Krishna. He's asking, Xiaomi Mi 5 or the OnePlus 3? Which one would you recommend? I have used both the devices. This is the Xiaomi Mi 5 and this is the OnePlus 3. And definitely the OnePlus 3 would be my pick between the two. I would say still the Mi 5, again I tested it, is draining quite a bit of battery on mobile data. So again, my pick would be the OnePlus 3. I also did a camera comparison between both these devices, and both were actually very close to each other because they have the same sensor. But the OnePlus 3 images were slightly better. So again, and also the good thing is that the OnePlus 3 that is sold in India comes with 64 gigabytes of storage. So again, the OnePlus 3 is sort of close to stock Android. It feels like stock Android, whereas on the Mi 5 it's the MIUI. And again, because of the higher RAM also, if you do RAM management, again, it can hold a lot more RAM in memory compared to the Mi 5. So definitely my pick would be the OnePlus 3 over the Mi 5. Okay, this is again an interesting question. This is by Mukesh. He's asking Moto X Style or the Vibe X3, which one would you suggest? Again, I would say both of them are good. Definitely if camera is your highest priority, then I would give the vote again to the Moto X Style, because the Moto X Style has a better camera than the Vibe X3. But again, if you listen to a lot of music and stuff, then the Vibe X3 will go ahead. Also in terms of screen quality, the Vibe X3 screen is better, though the Moto X Style has a quad HD display. So I like the screen quality in the Moto Vibe X3. And also another advantage that the Vibe X3 has over the Moto X Style is that the Vibe X3 has that fingerprint scanner. So personally for me, I would say I might pick the Vibe X3 because I listen to a lot of music and I like fingerprint scanners. But again, if camera is your highest priority, then the Moto X Style would be better for you. I hope that answers your question. So let me just quickly move around. Will I be reviewing Bluetooth earphones in the future? Yes, I will be trying to. I keep on doing it, and lately I've started to review quite a few earphones. So you'll be seeing a lot more videos on that stuff very soon. So let me I've just refreshed the questions. Let's have a look. Okay, let's again, I'm getting some computer related questions. Happy for that. And again, if you like this Q&A, do hit that like button, guys. And this is by Sachin. Best 10,000 mAh power bank in terms of long reliability and charging speed. I've been using the OnePlus charging power bank now. I don't know when it was launched, almost 1.5 to 2 years, and it's working. It charges quickly and it has 2 USB ports, and that's the one that I use. That's in my travel bag. So it's working fine. The only thing is it does not have pass-through charging. So it works. Apart from that, it works pretty well, I would say. Again, a computer related question. This is by Rishabh. He's asking, what is your pick, Microsoft Surface or other laptops for gaming? You should not get the Microsoft Surface Pro for gaming, I would say, or the Microsoft Surface. If just for gaming, I would recommend a gaming laptop over that, because these are sort of hybrid devices and you're paying a lot. And the GPU, yes, on the Microsoft Surface, you can get it with a dedicated GPU, but still a proper gaming laptop would be a lot better for gaming. But again, it's for general tablet and a hybrid use. Yes, then the Surface, Microsoft Surface would be a nice choice, but not for exclusively for gaming. Best earphones for rupees 3,000. I haven't tested any in that range that I really like. What was that? OnePlus Icons are there for 3,000 rupees. Just check my review. I've already posted my review for that. Very good overall, but it was lacking in one of the aspects. I just don't recall because it's been almost 6 months since I've reviewed it. So just check out that, I would say. And just hold on for next 2-3 days. I'll be posting a review for one earphones. Pretty affordable, but the sound quality is sort of amazing on that one. Okay, this is a charging related question. I also got something like this earlier also. This is by Ashish. He's asking, let me check the audio, guys. Just let's make sure. Yeah, that's cool. This is by Ashish. He's asking, does using a high quality data cable for data transfer and charging results into better output? For data transfer, it won't make a huge difference, but for charging, yes, I have noticed that if you use higher quality cables with the high quality charger, it certainly makes a lot of difference. For example, even with Qualcomm quick chargers, when I used very flimsy cables, it was simply not charging the device that fast. But when I use a high quality cable, it did make a significant difference. This is by Manjeet. He's asking, can I have the S6 Edge for my dad or the OnePlus 3? Which one would be better? I would not recommend the S6 Edge as of now. The simple reason is that the battery life on the S6 Edge is not that great. So don't go for that, I would say. And so go with the OnePlus 3. But if you really want the S6 Edge, just hold on for some time. The Note 7 is going to launch very soon in India. And generally, Samsung's other products price do fall when they release a new flagship. But my pick would be the OnePlus 3 among those two. So let me quickly just refresh. Okay, this is again a SoC related question, interesting one. Let's take this. This is by Mr. Sen Gupta. He's asking, Qualcomm Snapdragon 652 versus MediaTek Helios X10. Which is best during playing games? I would say I will pick the Snapdragon 652 SoC for gaming and overall performance. The MediaTek Helios X10 is also pretty good, but with heavy tasks like gaming, etc., it tends to heat up quite a bit. Whereas that's not the case with the Snapdragon 650 and the 652. In fact, also in terms of battery life, you'll get better battery life with the Snapdragon 652 SoC compared to the Helios X10. I hope that helps. This is by Siddharth. He's asking, please suggest me a gaming mobile under rupees 12,000. Redmi Note 3, it is not available anywhere. Tight budget. Oh my god. Check for Redmi Note 3, it was good. In fact, the Lico LE2 also did actually pretty good in gaming. You can check out my gaming review. It did good in gaming. So if you trust that company, you can check them out. I just don't like the screen flexing issue. But apart from that, the performance of the Lico LE2 was also actually pretty good. So I hope that helps. So yeah, those are my two picks. Again, I get this question a lot. Best phone under 15,000. There is nothing like best. I would say my pick would be the Moto G4 Plus, but again, I won't recommend that for very heavy gamers because it tends to heat up. Camera is the strong point of the Moto G4 Plus, but again, if you shoot a lot of videos, more than 6-7 minutes, it sorts of heats up. I also like the ZUK Z1 that did perform pretty well. And I think I don't like is it does not have any screen protection on it, so you have to be careful with that. Then we have the Redmi Note 3, that is also a good device. So these are some of the devices that I like. Honor 5C was also a good pick. Battery life is actually pretty good on the Honor 5C, but RAM management was sort of poor on the Honor 5C. Okay. Some of you are asking me about Micromax devices. Sorry guys, I don't review them, so no idea about it. Getting some headphone related questions. Nice to see that. This is Mr. Biswas. He's asking, is it worth to buy the G4 Plus 3GB RAM variant over the Redmi Note 3 3GB RAM variant? Yes, I would say the camera is vastly superior to the Redmi Note 3. So if you are a person who is sort of picky and takes a lot of pictures, then definitely I would say the Moto G4 Plus would be a better pick for you. But if you don't take a lot of pictures and stuff, camera is not your highest priority, then certainly you can go with the Redmi Note 3. And again, yeah, the Moto G4 Plus with the very heavy gaming tends to heat up quite a bit. This is by Mr. Abdullah. He's asking, which is the best headphone for rupees 8,000? Oh, that's a tough question because I haven't reviewed all the headphones in that price range. But I would say have a look at the Audio-Technica M40X, but don't go for them if you are sort of a bass lover because the frequency response is sort of flat, very audiophile. How's the exact sound is replicated on that? Very good. I love it. I would say if you listen mostly to music and want a little bit of bass, not exaggerated bit, but good quality bass, then I think so the Audio-Technica M50X, I see it being listed sometimes on Amazon for 9,000 rupees. So just keep looking at Amazon every day. And if you can go up to 9,000, go with the Audio-Technica M50X. That would be my frank suggestion. This is Ravi is asking a peculiar question. I think so people have a habit of that. Android does do pretty good RAM management on its own. So let me quickly look at the new questions. Let me refresh it. Okay, I'll just take this question because I also got this question from some other users. This is by Aditya. He's asking, he's having a lot of trouble on the ZUK Z1 network issues. Terrible response from the service center. Had purchased after your review. I've heard that Aditya, the ZUK Z1 is having network issues with MTNL and even BSNL. But apart from that, it's been fine. I have the ZUK Z1. I used it with my primary SIMs. I have Airtel 4G here in Hyderabad and even Aircel 3G that I have. These are the two SIMs that I have, and it worked perfectly fine with those two SIMs. I in fact even took this to US when I went to San Francisco, and there I used it with T-Mobile 4G connection, and with that also it worked fine. So yeah, but I've heard that it has having issues with BSNL and MTNL network. So I hope that helps. So let me quickly just refresh the questions now. Give me a second. It's just scrolling. Oops. Okay. Again, a computer related question. This is by Ankit. He's asking, which is better in terms of everything, MacBook or Dell XPS series? Again, Ankit, it depends what operating system you are comfortable with, Windows or Mac. If for your daily work, the applications are available on the Mac, you can go with the MacBook Pro. But if you really are into Windows ecosystem, and in fact you do a lot of gaming and stuff, then you can go with the Dell XPS. Dell XPS is also a very good, laptop. Okay, this is by Mr. Chaudhary. Very peculiar question. He's asking, which one is good in performance among these? Samsung Galaxy S7 or iPhone 6s or the LG G5? Recommend one of these handsets. I would pick the Samsung Galaxy S7, I would say. Because overall, I would say it is the sort of a winner, not by a huge margin, but yeah, in camera, I would say the Galaxy S7 has the best camera. And also in battery life, I feel it will beat out both the iPhone 6s and the LG G5 by a small margin. So Samsung Galaxy S7 would be my pick. Some of you are asking about iPhone 5s. Don't go with the iPhone 5s now. It's sort of completely outdated, so don't go for the iPhone 5s. Some of you are asking me about laptops around 60,000. I don't review Windows laptops, hardly reviewed any good ones, so can't comment about it. Let me record. And let me refresh what's something is wrong with Twitter. It's sometimes showing the old questions. Sai Krishna is asking, will the ZUK Z2 support fast charging? The default charger charges in about 2 hours 30 minutes. Yeah, that's the fastest that I've seen with the ZUK Z1. I even tried charging it with the Qualcomm Qualcomm Quick Charge 3, and it did not make any difference. So yeah, that's how it charges. About 2.5 hours it takes to charge. Okay, this is by A2UZO. He's asking, best phone under rupees 30,000 need good build quality and performance. As of now, I would say go with the OnePlus 3. That would be my pick under 30,000. That's the best option as of now. Let me quickly refresh the questions now. Some of you are asking me about Pokemon Go. Sorry, I don't play Pokemon Go. That is Amit Bhavani from Phone Radar. He's a super fan of Pokemon Go. So ask him about that. Okay, this is an interesting question again by Mr. Sen Gupta. He's asking, what is this? He's asking Xiaomi Redmi Note 3 versus the Galaxy J2 versus the Galaxy J7 versus the Galaxy versus the Lenovo ZUK Z1. Sen Gupta, don't even consider the Galaxy J2. Did you watch my unboxing video? Don't. It's a stupid rubbish phone. Okay, in terms of Galaxy J7, there are two things that the Galaxy J7 2016 does very well. That is, battery life is actually really good on that, and it does not even heat up, and for gaming, surprisingly, it does very good. In fact, for gaming, it does better than the Redmi Note 3 for some reason. So that's the strength, but the weakness for the Galaxy J7 is that it skims on almost every sensor. No gyroscope, no auto brightness, no haptic feedback. I can just go on rambling about it. So that's the problem with the Galaxy J7. So overall, I would say is that if camera is not your priority, the ZUK Z1 camera is better than the Redmi Note 3, I would say. What is the problem that I'm facing with the ZUK Z1 is that Cyanogen is sort of just ignoring that device. They haven't even released the Android M update officially. So it's sort of stuck in on Android Lollipop. That's one thing that I don't like about it. So I'm not very sure what will be the future of Android updates with the ZUK Z1. That is my main problem. And some users have reported that if you use BSNL SIM or MTNL SIM, it has having network issues. So that's the things that I don't like. Apart from that, I like the ZUK Z1. So I would say if you're not a very heavy gamer, you can look at the Redmi Note 3. That would be the ideal pick, I would say. This is a very peculiar question. Which phone brand do you think has improved? There's nothing like that. Every brand, when I start praising them, looks like the next phone that they release is utter rubbish. So it depends upon device to device, and it keeps on changing based on the device that we are looking at. It's nothing like one brand is consistently producing best phones or something like that. It's just like a yo-yo, I would say. Let's quickly just refresh. Again, let me refresh that. Oops. Okay, this is interesting question. This is by Anurag. He's asking. Sorry, I'll take this question first. He says, please send me a phone under rupees 14 to 18,000. I'm a very heavy user and my main priority is gaming and camera. Oh my god, camera and gaming. As you told gaming, I can't recommend you the Moto G4 Plus. In fact, the Moto G4 Plus has the best camera in that range. So as you have told, it's a very tough thing, Anurag, getting these two combinations in a budget-oriented phone, because none of the devices that I've reviewed excel in both these things. Generally, manufacturers are very aware of that, and they generally, these features, if they are very good gaming and camera, they tend to hike up the prices for those devices. You can have the look at the ZUK Z1. The camera is decent. Gaming also, it did good, but the problem is that it does not play every game because of it's having the Snapdragon 801 chipset. So like you can have the look at the Lico LE2 that did decently if you're okay with that screen flexing issue. So that might be a decent pick, because compared to the Redmi Note 3, definitely the Lico LE2's camera is better than the Redmi Note 3. So you can have a look at that device. Okay, this is by Mr. Dhruv. He's asking, how is the OnePlus 3's camera compared to the LG G4? I couldn't do a side-by-side comparison because I don't have the LG G4. But as far as I recall, I feel the LG G4 will beat the camera of the OnePlus 3. The OnePlus 3 camera is decent, but not excellent or something like that. Definitely, if it's just the camera, the LG G4 will sort of beat it. And let's move. Okay, some of you are asking me about, and I got this similar question from others also. This is by Akhil. He's asking, when will the Redmi Note 3 be launching in India? I doubt it will be officially launching in India, because the Redmi Note 4 that is going to be launched in China is having the MediaTek chipset, and Xiaomi is not allowed to sell phones with MediaTek chipsets in India. So I personally don't see the Redmi Note 4 to be launching anytime soon in India, guys. Which is better for gaming, Mali or Adreno? This is by Sumit. Definitely the Adreno GPUs are more optimized for gaming compared to the Mali GPU. Okay, this is by Asif. He's asking, is the next bit roaming worth buying? I won't recommend it, I would say, because it tends to heat up quite a bit pretty quickly, and also the battery life on that one is sort of pretty average in my opinion. So not my best pick, I would say, in that range. And camera, yeah, is sort of decent, not that great. So Vibe X3 would be my pick over the next bit, Robin. Okay. 1 second, let me just refresh the questions, guys. Alright, it's like just scrolling. Let me refresh it. And guys, if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button. 1 second, Twitter is acting a little bit funny, so let me just refresh it again. Please refresh. This is by Shobit. He's asking, any plans to review something new in future apart from mobiles and audio stuff? Mobiles I'm cutting down. Audio stuff you will see. Computer related stuff also you will see. So let's see. But yeah, many people and routers and stuff. Yeah, so you'll be seeing a lot more stuff apart from smartphones. In fact, I'm cutting down a lot of smartphones. And this is by Mr. Kale. He's asking, suggest me a smartphone under rupees 45,000 price bracket. Good gaming and camera is a priority. Go with the Galaxy S7. I think so. It's 46. So just go with that one. This is by Niraj. He's asking, any plans of giveaway of this Galaxy S7 Batman edition? No giveaway. It was not my unit. Faisal Communications just gave it to me for a couple of hours because some of you actually had asked me to check it out. So yeah. So I've sent it back to them. It was too expensive, almost about 85,000, 80 to 85,000. Not worth it. I'm not a super Batman fan to pay that much of a premium. Anyways, this is by Shonai. He's asking, which is better, Honor 5X? Okay, or the Redmi Note 3 or the LE2? I prefer camera. No, don't go with the Honor 5X. The Honor 5X was not a good phone. It is actually laggy and stuff. So don't go. Redmi Note 3 and the LE2, I prefer the camera. The LE2 has a better camera compared to the Redmi Note 3. In fact, I've posted a side-by-side comparison review on my channel. You can check that. So that is what it is. Oops. I didn't use the Prism app. Mr. Sharma is asking, there's a red light blinking near the flashlight of my Nexus 6P using the Prism app. I didn't use the Prism app, so not very sure. I have to check that. So let me, okay, this is an interesting question about Reliance Jio. This is by Mr. Mohammed. He's asking, Reliance Jio 4G offer in Samsung Mobile is showing 2 GB data limit. How is the renewal process? Should I recharge for unlimited data? Yeah, initially it will just show 2 GB. And after you finish that 2 GB, you have to just download the Reliance Jio apps and just click on it and it will just renew for unlimited data. But you have to do that on the Reliance, Samsung device itself on which you have activated the SIM card. How is the OnePlus X? I would not recommend the OnePlus X as of now. Camera was not that great, to be frank, and what do you say, even the battery life was not that great, and it tends to heat up because it was having that glass backs. And OnePlus also has made it very clear they are sort of giving up on the OnePlus X. In fact, when I met Carl P in Delhi about 2-3 weeks ago, they said that they have closed down the production of the OnePlus X. So I wouldn't recommend the OnePlus X, guys. One second. Let me quickly just refresh. And give me and I forgot, somebody asked me in the starting of the Q&A session, what are the cameras that I use for my video. For this I'm using a webcam, that's the Logitech C920. I've been using this webcam for a very long time and didn't feel like upgrading. This is pretty good. For my regular videos I use multiple cameras. Sometimes I use the Canon 70D and sometimes I use the Panasonic GH4 mirrorless camera. So let me just refresh. Some of you are asking me about Marshmallow update on the Lico devices. Not sure about it, guys. Just ask Lico about it. These companies generally don't list out their update schedules and stuff like that. Let me, yeah, it's showing me finally some new questions now. Oops. Okay, some of you are asking about Note 7. I just don't want to speculate about rumors. It's going to launch very soon, guys. That's what. Any news about the Zenfone 3 in India? Nothing has been announced. I've been getting a lot of questions regarding the Zenfone 3. All we know is, yes, it's going to come officially in India, but we don't know when. Okay. Proof is asking, does the Indian Galaxy S6 support Samsung Pay? The Samsung Pay services haven't been started in India, so it will not work here in India. Which Motorola handset good for Geo VoLTE and video calling? The new Motorola phones, all of them are supporting VoLTE. Even the Moto G3 did support VoLTE, and even the Moto G4 Plus and the Moto G4 do support VoLTE. This is by Ankur. He's asking, I'm using the Nexus 5X, facing lack of updates. Which phone should I choose? Again, Ankur, you haven't specified your budget. I would say if your budget is less than 30,000, you can go with the OnePlus 3. That's a very good option. Now also. Some of you are asking me about phones under rupees 8,000 lately. I haven't actually tested any of the budget related phones, guys, so simply can't comment. The phones that I tested in the budget range, I like the Zenfone Max 2016 edition. I don't recall the price, but it was about 9,000, I would say. You can check out my channel for the review. I've already posted my review for the same. So let me just quickly refresh. Some of you are asking me about power bank under 1500 rupees. I'm using the, I haven't reviewed a lot of power banks, to be frank. I'm using the OnePlus One power bank, and in fact I've given the Xiaomi 10,000 mAh power bank to my daughter, and it's been a couple of years now, and both of them are sort of working fine. Let me quickly just refresh again. Some of you are asking me about comparison between the Galaxy S7 and the Note 7. The Note 7 hasn't launched, guys, so simply can't comment about it. ZTE Axon 7, I'm not very sure, and I don't think so I'll be reviewing it. Check with Ash. I've heard that Ash has ordered the Axon 7, so he'll be in a better position to answer that question. Finally, I'm getting questions about Amazon Prime, but before that I got a camera related question. Let's just take that quickly. This is by Ajinkye. He's asking, which lens do you use on the Canon 70D for your videos? I'm using the stock STM lens that is I think so 18 to 135 mm lens. That's the stock lens that has come with that I'm using. In fact, I have to say the lens quality of that STM lens is actually much better than the regular kit lens that we get with the Canon DSLRs, because I also had the Canon 550D kit lens that was 18 to 55, and the STM lens is simply way more sharper, so I'm just using that one. I haven't invested in those Canon L lenses, very expensive. This is by Krishna. He's asking thoughts on Amazon Prime in India. Would you subscribe to it? And similar question. This is by Abhinav. Will you use the Amazon Prime even after 2 months of trial? Yes, I'm really excited, and it's, I would say, total full paisa vasool for a person like me, because I keep ordering a lot of stuff on Amazon. Just about 3-4 times a month at least I order some stuff, and many times I use that express shipping, that is about 100 rupees or whatever. So yes, I will be using the Amazon Prime, and I'll be paying also after that 2 months, because I'll recover that whatever that 500 rupee cost within just 2-3 months. So yeah, glad to see that they have launched the Prime, and I hope that they also launch the video service and the music service. If that comes, then it will be sort of great value in my opinion. But let's see. But still, for 500 rupees for express shipping for a person like me, it's sort of worthwhile. So again, evaluate. If you do purchase a lot of stuff from Amazon India, then it might be a good option. But again, if you don't plan to pay also, the first 2 months is sort of just free as of now. Some of you are asking about ZT Axon 7. I'm not very sure, as I've told you guys, and I'm not sure if it's officially going to be launched in India. Let's move. This is by Arjun. He is asking, what do you say? Should I go with the Moto G4 Plus, as both the Redmi Note 3 and the ZUK Z1 are out of stock? I need a smartphone immediately. Arjun, the Moto G4 Plus is a good phone. You can check out my review. The only thing is that I don't like the fact that it tends to heat up quite a bit if you do extended gaming. But apart from that, it was perfectly fine. In fact, I used it with my primary SIM as my primary phone for about 7-8 days, and it worked fine, I would say. And camera is a plus point. So yeah, definitely you can go with the Moto G4 Plus. But just check my review for the pros and cons detail. And this will be the last question, because it's been 35 minutes now, guys. This is by Anshuman. He's asking, will you review the upcoming Lenovo K5 Note? To be frank, I haven't decided yet, because it looks like it's going to come with the Helios P10 chipset. That's not a very powerful chipset, but yeah, it'll have 4 GB of RAM. So frankly speaking, I haven't decided yet. I might do a public poll and see if many of you actually want a review. Then I might go do a review. Else I'll just drop it, guys. So that's how it'll go. So guys, yes, I will be ending this live Q&A now. And do remember that I do this live Q&A sessions every Tuesdays at 7 p.m. India time. And if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching. This is Ranjit, and I hope to see you in my next video.